Right on Main Street, Crestwood.
I've never been in there.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday, June 13th. Jefferson County Board of Commissioners is now in session. I'm County Commissioner Cliff Mears, joined by fellow Commissioners Tony Barrow, Darrell Banks, our clerk Stacy Kroll, County Administrator Andrew Keller. We have a number of guests with us today. We have Jeremy. I'm afraid I don't know your last name.
Campbell.
Oh, wow. I should have guessed that, Jeremy.
All right.
And Bill Mellick, old friend of mine. Jody Cachetti's here, Barrett Thomas, and Mr. Morgenstern is also online. We have Carl and Al from News Journal and Richland Source. Our first order is to discuss a potential enterprise zone agreement with Shambo Restoration. So with that, I'll turn it over to you, gentlemen. Tell us about it.
Start, I'll finish.
Either one.
Who wants it?
Yeah, that's right. I do. Well, Shambo Restoration has been around for 38 years. And we have evolved substantially over the last 4 years, growing from 4 employees to 35. We now cover 19 counties, being this our home county. We do fire and water restoration. We do carpet cleaning, duct cleaning. We were able to accomplish benchmark the big fire down in Fredericktown here just recently. And when we bought the building there on Home Avenue, that was for growth purposes. And we've zipped through that building.
It's a large building in itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right corner of
Well,
nothing.
I don't know. You're close to Roman, Chuck, so you might have, I mean, at least you can get Zoe, but Mark's a little bit.
Nice.
As long as I stay back from
Right. Maybe just don't look when they drive
a little
by.
dog path.
Yeah, that'll work.
But we're gonna be putting a 60 by 80 out the back of our building there to bring in another line for our content division. So again, the continued growth that we're doing, we actually have created Shambo University to help train our own people. And we've just had the luxury, if you will, of bringing 30 companies from around the United States in to see our building and to have a symposium. So what a wonderful opportunity for the county, for everybody to come in and get to see it, and an unexpected economic benefit as well, that with our training room. So, and we would like to also, when I bring that up, that room is available to the community as well. So if you want to come up and see that anytime, please let me know.
I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. It's been good, continues to be good, and our goal is to just keep growing. So I mean, we're at 30 now, and 5 years, my goal.
Large space you have now.
Yeah, and we're quickly running out of room.
Yeah. So this is for storage of equipment, correct?
No, this is for storage of people.
Oh, really? Okay.
So if a building catches on fire, if you turn it upside down, anything that falls out is called contents. It's an insurance term, right? So that while the house is being rebuilt or while the homeowner is displaced, we can take all their stuff out and clean it, restore it. So when the house is done, we move them all back in. So those projects are usually long and tedious, usually a year or more. So, and they need a place to put all that stuff. So we clean it and then warehouse it there. At a separate location we already have out by on Park Avenue, out by Roadhouse.
Jeremy, is that type of work more residential for you, or do you guys do do you do major commercial fire restoration?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, so we just did a 50,000 square foot building in Fredericktown.
Okay.
That was on fire.
So I'm learning as I go through this in my private sector day, there are actually companies, let's say you own a major manufacturing facility, catches on fire, there's a disaster. Companies now oftentimes go out and hire former insurance workers. I always say it's sort of like the casinos hiring the guys who know how to, so then they hire people who negotiate with the insurance company to know all the policies ins and outs to get the highest dollar, and then they get a percentage of what they get from the insurance company. Are you familiar with that? I mean, I couldn't believe it actually.
That's called a public adjuster?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
No, we don't do
so
that.
so you work directly with the owners or do you work with the insurance company?
The owner,
Okay,
and then the insurance is just a byproduct of that.
okay. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And the
It
person
is.
that had the disaster is our client.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And they give us permission to talk with the insurance company to make sure that they're okay.
Okay.
One of the things that we do is victim assistance as well. People don't realize we do that. And if somebody needs a hotel, if they need food, there's we got into that because Jeremy was tired of reaching in his own pocket as he watched the fire department leave and Red Cross leave and the insurance agent leave. And there's the family standing on the porch with nothing. And so we now do victim assistance. And Red Cross unfortunately isn't close by anymore. So it sometimes can be a day or two to get back.
I noticed on the application, I asked this of Andrew back there, who's county administrator. On number 15, it doesn't note that it's real property exemption, but I would imagine it's real property because as Andrew pointed out yesterday, there's no tangible personal property tax. So it just wasn't checked on the application. Does that cause any issues, Barrett?
I don't think so. I mean, that. it's-
No. Yeah, the agreement. with-
The agreement would cover that it's real property. Okay. Just wasn't sure if we needed to make an amendment to the application or anything.
There is too, as we know, as Ontario schools waived their right. On these agreements.
So,
They-
well, they had their notice and abatement below the levels. It's not that 100% abatement with a pilot. This is just a 50.
Notice and
And only on the new structure.
Yes. And we don't have the actual agreement. This is just the application. Will you eventually send the agreement or, okay,
I think the commissioners will not be party.
the agreement gets executed?
No comments or questions?
No, I appreciate how you grew in our county and are growing, and we appreciate that, the investment that you're making.
Great.
Yeah, we like sales tax here in Richland County. It comes back to us. So sales tax good. Not that any taxes are good out there, Carl, now. But I would say it's the fairest tax. You don't pay it unless you use it. So, so when you pay that property tax bill though, don't get mad at us. I always say get mad at Randy Hutchinson and Ontario schools. They get the vast majority of that.
Can I have a motion to approve the enterprise zone agreement with Shamball Restoration?
So moved.
Second,
Are we approving the application and not the agreement?
I would say yes.
An agreement, you're just not party.
How do we approve an agreement we're not party to? I would say we only approve the application. Motion to approve the application.
second,
Commissioner Mears?
Yes.
Commissioner Banks?
Yes.
Commissioner Vera?
Yes.
Carl, what do you think? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, just a few. Let's go back and just get the details of the enterprise zone agreement. What's the percentage? How many years? And Jeremy, what are you pledging to do as from your end of the agreement?
I mean, we're gonna just continue to grow. I mean, the addition will add 15 to 20 more people. We have room for 10 more in what we're in now, so over the next 3 years, there'll probably be somewhere between 30 and more 50, somewhere between 30 and 50 more employees. We're already sitting at 35 right now.
Okay, and commissioners, what is the length of the agreement? And just go over again, because it was kind of trailing out when Andrew was talking, the specifics of the tax abatement.
10 years, 50% abatement on the new construction.
Okay, and Bill, you had said 60 by 80. Well, how many square feet is that for someone who's slow at math?
4,800 square feet.
So it's about 1/4 of your house, Carl.
Uh-huh, yeah, yeah. Apparently you're confusing my house with yours again, Mr. Vero, but that's
I don't
okay.
think so.
And Jeremy, if I look at this, you guys started what, back in 1985? Is that
Yes.
accurate?
Yes.
And talk a little bit about what you were doing at the start and kind of how your vision for growth has kind of played out.
So my dad actually started a carpet cleaning company in 1985 when I was 11. So me and my brother were called Water Boys for quite a few years, right? Child labor. So I stepped out after a business degree and a fish and wildlife degree. I stepped out of the business for 5 years, and some weird circumstances had happened to where my son was 2, my daughter was 1, my wife stayed home to raise the kids, and I lost my job on a Friday afternoon. And I missed my first house payment. So I bought the business from Dad in 1999. So to this day, I still tell him I overpaid for it. And I basically morphed it into a restoration company. So we still do a lot of carpet cleaning and a lot of duct cleaning. But helping people after one of the worst days of their life is pretty gratifying. Especially when everyone thinks the insurance company is going to take care of them. And it's just a commercial that you see on TV. That's all that is.
What prompted you? I mean, obviously the carpet cleaning business was something you purchased in 1999, but what prompted you, or what trainage did you have to say, you know what, we can get into the restoration business?
Well, considering Shelby likes to flood.
That's a tough topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Used to flood. Yes, right. So that's kind of what actually propelled us into it in 2008, 2007. Actually, my wife graduated from Shelby, so old house was one of the houses that caved in. So it just kind of threw us into that, and the flood and water the restoration industry is governed by a company called IICRC. So they write the rules and regulations on how to prevent, mold or what to do if mold grows, how to take care of a house to make sure that the homeowner is safe. So I've got my master's degree in that, and 2 other people that work for us also has their masters in that. It's just basically how to properly do it. Right, it's dotting the I's and crossing the T's in case somebody has questions later of why this still smells or why whatever happened, water or fire or mold.
And you're the owner CEO, Jeremy?
Correct.
And Bill, what's your role in all of this, sir?
I'm the operations manager.
Very good. That's what I had. How big an investment is this in terms of the addition, the cash investment?
About $500,000.
So 1/4 of your paycheck, Carl.
Once again, Mr. Vero, you're confusing me with you, but I
My salary's
appreciate that.
public, baby.
Yeah. All right. That's all I had. Thanks, guys, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have anything for us, Al?
Yeah, excuse me, I just want to double check. This addition is going to be used for what now?
Content cleaning.
So in other words, this is where you're going to put the things you take from the house and store and clean and.
Yep. Clean them and yep. We have another off-site storage facility. This will be for the cleaning aspect of it.
Okay, so in other words, you will clean it at this new facility and then put it in your other storage facility until the structure is completely renovated.
Yep.
I think that's all I had then. Carl always does a good job of asking questions.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for your continued investment and vision in Richland County. Great to hear business is good.
Thank
In
you.
other words, you could say your business is just cleaning up, right?
All right.
Cleaning up. Jeremy, nice to meet you. Bill?
Yeah.
To see you again.
Thank you very much.
your facility
again.
that you store in, is that, say it's out by the Brown Derby?
Yeah.
Across the street a bit?
Back this way, you know
Back
where
this way a
ES
little bit.
is?
Yes,
We're right next door to ES.
Yep.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
See you again, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take care, bud. Nice smiling meeting.
Thank you.
Good to be everyone. Take care of yourself. I'm sure. Jeremy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting
Well, good to see you.
See you, Barrett. See you, Jodica.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
See you lunch.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, she told me the dad's chair. Is that the?
Her dad's old, yeah, it's in there.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
have to
it's,
go down
it's in
there.
their old house.
Okay.
The house they grew up in, we had dental office right beside there. Okay, same building, same house.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's make a trip down there. Thank you.
Come down during Belleville Fair, they'll have stuff.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, moving on with the agenda. Could I have a motion to certify the record of proceedings for June 8th?
So moved. Second.
Commissioner Mears,
Yes.
Commissioner Banks.
Yes.
Commissioner Vero.
Yes.
Could I have a motion to approve requisitions?
So moved. Second.
Commissioner Mears,
Yes.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero.
Yes.
Motion to approve the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services biennial sub-grant agreement for CSEA.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner Mears,
Yes.
Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero.
Yes.
And can I have a motion to accept the resignation of Brenda Taylor from CSEA?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Mears,
Yes.
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero.
Yes.
We have a quote before us from Davis and Newcomer Elevator Company to approve their quote of $1,800 to expedite the repair to the elevator circuit boards here in the county building.
So move.
Second.
We paid from maintenance repair line item in the general fund, so,
Yes.
Mears,
Yes,
Commissioner Banks,
Yes.
Commissioner Vero.
Yes.
sooner the better on that. And can I have a motion to authorize renewing the lease agreement with North Central Ohio Education Service Center out at the Longview Building from July 1, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. It's the first option on their 2-year renewal.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Mears,
Yes.
Banks,
Yes.
Vero.
Yes.
Is there any other business to consider at this time?
I don't think we can do anything about it now, but I did send you an email and asking Stacy when we could appoint a new appointee to the metal board.
I don't see why we couldn't do it now.
Well, let's do it now then.
Your motion.
I make a motion that we appoint Jordan
Worthman.
to the Mental Health Board of Richland County and to notify Mr. Cholian of that decision. I did talk to him about it.
It's not replacing anyone. It's an expired term.
Yes, Jeff Height has ran out of time on the board. I believe.
And this would be effective and would run through
July 1 through,
June 30th of 2027.
correct.
And how do you spell his name?
Jordon and then Worthman, WRTHMANN.
WUR,
WUR, excuse me, sorry.
2 N's.
2 ends.
2 N's.
Jordan.
Yep.
Yeah,
Commissioner Mears,
Yes.
Commissioner Banks,
yes.
Commissioner Vero.
Yes.
Hey, Al, do you have any questions for any of the business we just talked about?
Yeah, that sub-grant agreement between GFS and CSEA. what was that for? Is that funding or is that some kind of service?
It's the state agreement that lays out responsibilities of both entity. It's normal.
Okay. Well, I figured it was, but I just was looking to see what it was. Is that elevator thing, something to do with the total repairs that you're gonna do, or is this something that really needs to be done now?
It needs to be done now. We have no working public elevators.
Okay, so it's kind of like Big Bang Theory. Where they walk up all the flights of
Oh,
stairs.
yes. Right, right. Yeah, we got the yellow tape across it.
Yeah, that's all I had. Thank you.
Hey, Carl, anything?
Further affiant saith not.
Speaking of legalese,
That's me. That's how I roll.
Okay, well, hearing no other business, the Richland County Board of Commissioners stands adjourned at 9:50 in the morning.